2, 1, 2, 3.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Improv is Dead. I'm one of your hosts, Tim Lyons. I'm here with Damien. Damien, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, I'm doing good. Getting over
Good to see you.
a little sickness, but
Yeah. You
so
don't
just-
sound it.
yeah. But you might hear a few snorts and weird coughs and things
Yeah.
coming out of my
Well,
mouth.
we'll use it.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah,
use it.
Yeah.
Hey, this is for the listeners. If you made it this far, you might be an improv pervert. So feel free to check out our Patreon at patreon.com/improvisdead. You unlock all kinds of stuff for $5 a month, bonus episodes, full episodes.
Wait, it's only $5 a month, Tim?
Yeah.
Wow.
And you get everything.
I mean, that's
Yeah,
like a
pretty
cup
neat,
of
huh?
coffee.
Yeah, that's probably as cheap as you can get a cup of coffee these days.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
What a deal.
Yeah. Well, let's introduce our guests. I wrote down some things. He produces and performs, dare I say, one of the hottest nights of improv comedy at UCB Franklin every Thursday. Holy shit, improv. It's Casey Feigh.
Hey.
Casey, how are you?
I'm good.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Good
hot
to see
nights,
ya.
baby. That's where I'm at. Yeah,
It's the hottest night.
that's right.
And then also we've got performing at UCB Franklin with his team Bangarang. You can catch this month, April 26th, along with countless other shows at the theater. It's Dave Theune. Did I get that last name correct?
Shoo, you couldn't have gotten it any more correct. That was smooth as butter, my friend.
Damn. Thank you.
Nice.
I cheated a little bit. I did a pronouncenames.com and it told me exactly how to do it.
That's smart. I always try to if there's someone I don't know if it interact with or introduce them for something. I should just ask them, of course. But what I'll often do is see if they're not anywhere on the internet being interviewed, saying their name. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, or if they're like introed somewhere else on a different show or something. Yeah.
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 But I should just
That
ask them probably.
Absolutely, and I should have just asked, but I just kind of went for it. I
Nailed
was
it.
so sure
Yeah,
that I
that's right.
had it correct that I really went for it.
You did.
Yeah. Would you consider yourselves improv perverts? People who listen to the show, we call them improv perverts.
I would say
just
Dave is
based on-
definitely an improv pervert.
Okay, let's.
You think
so?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm on board with that.
It's not a bad thing.
Casey
It's
spread
actually a
rumors.
positive thing. We've put a positive spin on it.
Oh,
Improv
you're
voyeur?
reclaiming pervert?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Tim, how would you define improv perversion?
That you're kind of just a freak for it.
You just
you're a
you just
certified
like look
sicko.
for it all the time and like you
You
can't handle
maybe
yourself.
went through classes and did it for yourself, or if you are just an improv voyeur, as Dave so elegantly put, you're somebody who enjoys to watch it during the week. You like to watch.
Do you have to give this
You just
explanation
very
in
much enjoy
every-
improv.
Do you have to give this exclamation in every podcast? Do
I
people
do,
always be
yes.
like, "What
Yeah,
is
it's,
this?"
it's a good 5 minutes of the intro.
Okay.
Yeah,
Reclaim-
it's
No, I
people
just
are
want to
so
make sure
confused.
it's okay to be an improv pervert. Regular pervert, no, but an improv pervert.
no, improv.
Yeah, why
pervert for
not?
improv for sure.
Yeah, pervert for
Yeah.
improv is totally fine.
Yeah.
I'll take that on. Yeah, I would say I'm more of a pervert than a voyeur when it comes to improv. I've seen.
Yeah.
I had my voyeur experience. I watched it. Now I want to get up in there. I want to.
Yeah.
I want to be a pervert.
There we go.
I think if you
Spoken
don't
like a
please
true
let
perv.
that. No one sounds.
producing
Spoken
a
like a
show.
true improv
Yeah.
perv.
yeah,
I just want to get up in there.
I just want to get up in there, do my thing,
Yeah.
have people see it. We've got a prompt to kind of get our conversation going, our actual conversation outside of this improv perversion. Crispy Creamy, who is an improv pervert in our Discord, and that's a pretty perverted name, Crispy Creamy. They asked us, this is the prompt, didn't ask us anything really. Oh, I guess there is a question here. You've been cryogenically frozen for 100 years. What would be the first thing you'd want to know after waking?
I mean, I'm ashamed of mine is that do people know about me? I just want to, because I can't affect, like, if I don't want to, I'm not smart enough to know, like, did the world blah 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 blah, or like,
Yeah.
agriculture. Like to me, it'd just be like, oh, really? Am I famous? Do people want to meet me?
You'd go straight to Google, set up a Google alert,
It's
and just make
me.
sure and see if you're
Absolutely.
popping up. Go straight to the library, find a history book, and be like, "Where am I?"
It should be like, am I still represented by the same people? Do they? Am I
do I
cool now?
still-
Do they want to start submitting me for jobs? It's all internally.
I guess
based
that would
stuff.
depend on if you did anything of note just before being frozen. If you weren't really being looked upon while you were not frozen, and then you were frozen, you'd be like, well, I guess I'm probably in the news for being cryogenically frozen.
Right? You'd think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think mine is all ego based things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this going to work for me? Do people want to meet me? All that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess that it depends on if you're if you've been batched with other cryogenically frozen people.
Which would be
or if it's-
devastating. Devastating
Yeah.
to learn that I didn't even choose this and a bunch of people happened at the same time. Ugh.
Yeah. I think
You don't want
the
anyone
first thing
to
I would
relate
do,
to?
check my inbox.
I don't know. I mean, at this point, it feels like I've been gone, 100 years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is going to be so hard no matter what. I mean, I think whoever my nurse, or I assume that there's, maybe that's the question to ask. Is someone going to walk me through this? Do I have a handler? Is there someone?
Yeah, well, I thought about
Yeah.
that too. Like, because the premise of the question, right, is like maybe the reason you're asking is because if you just go out into the world, that it'll just shock you to death or something. Where you're like, oh,
Yeah.
everything's different.
Yeah. Maybe the question should be, who are you? Whoever's telling me this
Yeah, what
information.
the hell? What the hell?
How do I know that this is true?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dave, do
sorry.
you have something that you would want to know as soon as you wake up?
I guess I'm probably going to want to know where's that Austin Powers conveyor belt that I'm going to be traveling down to clean things up a little bit and get myself situated.
And put you in a
Well,
suit.
of all the famous things in the Austin Powers movie, the conveyor belt is the thing that Dave remembers.
Yeah, he does a lot. He does do a lot when he comes up. But I guess that's the most fun thing you get to do right out the gate.
Here's so when you're watching, maybe it's just me. When I'm watching an action movie, and I love action movies, but like whoever the star is or whatever, and they're going through it, and they've been going through it for the last 48 hours, right? They're on the run. They've been in 4 fights, right? They've been jumping off of buildings and whatnot. And often there's a point in the movie where they get to like, they're finally like they've escaped far enough away from whoever the villains are, and they're able to like they get like a shower or they get to like sleep one night. I'm always like, okay, yes, now we're starting fresh. Now we're feeling good. Okay, now you're ready to get this thing going again. I always like that part of the movie.
You are a human.
Yeah.
Like you sort of relax watching them relax. You're like, oh, thank God, yes, please.
They got that grime off them.
Just have a nice night for yourself.
They've gotten to put some Neosporin on a couple of those cuts and scrapes. They've gotten to get a little bit of like.
I wish they would just show a little more of the banality of being, like, are they flipping through the TV and like, kind of just sitting there
What
like
do they do in
one
the hour
moment.
that's not on screen?
yeah, right? Like they can't be thinking about running the whole time. right?
I liked that scene in No Country for Old Men where Javier Bardem is he's like cleaning
Pull
his
it out,
wounds.
yeah.
Because he's got his legs crossed and he's just pulling metal out
But
of
then
his
what does he
legs
do
and
after that?
relaxing.
Does he is he just constantly
character, I
like
think,
being
might just sit
evil?
and stare.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he just kind of sits and stares and plans his next move. He's so robotic in that
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of his mission in life.
Yeah, it would be fun in a more modern day action film to be like, someone's like, I got to answer all these emails. I guess got to clean.
Yeah, I got to check my, yeah.
Yeah, I just got.
How many communications have I missed since,
That's one of the first things I would do when I wake up. I'd look at my inbox and just say, "My God, are any of these deals even worthwhile anymore that I've gotten that are filling up my inbox at the moment?"
Or even worse, I guess you would have reached a point where, isn't there, after some amount of time, your Gmail goes away or whatever your inbox is. So then you just open up and I'd panic again if I like open up my inbox and my account was no longer an account.
Yeah,
I'd freak
well,
out.
I think if you pay for the extra storage, as long as it's still charging you.
Okay.
I think it stays open.
My worry is that would scare me more than finding out that I've been sleeping for 100 years, whatever, is going to my inbox and it's all gone. I'm like, there was stuff in there I had to do. There's important things.
Still working on it.
My taxes. I was supposed to email my guy to let him know.
I think the one thing I would want to know, the first thing I'd ask is like, how do people speak now? Because I feel like if you just wait, like if someone from 1924 all of a sudden came back and like they'd stick out like a sore thumb, right? If you like just started talking to them, you know?
I always wonder about that from watching old movies. Like, are they talking? That's like,
Yeah.
or were they doing that because they didn't realize realism is interesting? And they thought movie stars had to talk like something different to let you know that you're fancy in the movies, kid.
Isn't there there's a word for that that dialect or like that way of speaking? I think I forget what it's called, but it's like it sounds like a weird mishmash of like British, like a British accent with just some, I don't know, other American dialects or something.
Where did it go though? What happened to it?
That's why I almost think it was never real. Like it was just for the movies.
Just for the movies, yeah.
Because I think, at least a version of it, I think it was just like, this is, because they were just figuring out talkies and stuff. It's like, this, okay, so I got to be something special, kid. You hear what I say?
Yeah.
I think they were talking to kids in the movies.
It is a little bit more, it's a little bit more theatrical, almost like Broadway or like a musical style speech. So it may have come from like, okay, this is what we were doing on Broadway, or this is what we were doing on stage to make it, like you said.
And maybe it comes from maybe it comes from like trying to be, what's the word? Like as clear as possible when you're talking. You know, it's like
diction,
if you don't have microphones or something, it's like, diction. It's like you got to really put the inflection in your voice to make sure that what you're saying is coming across. Like I think about the old radio people, like they couldn't misstep, right? They had to like be as clear as possible.
Yeah.
The Japanese have bombed Pearl Harbor, you know, like you can't fuck that up, right? You can't.
Ladies and gentlemen,
news
for you.
Good news and bad news.
I have
Clear
thought about
skies over Pearl Harbor. Bad news, the Japanese have bombed.
I have thought about doing that with in my own stuff, because sometimes I will trip over my words. My diction's not always that clear. So I thought, what if I just start really slowing it down, and that just becomes the way that I talk. It's not, but it's really just so I can get the words out clearly, and so I'm not mumbling. But then that just becomes my on camera voice.
This is your voice.
Yeah.
I thought of that with stand up, just that idea of slowing down and like making sure every word hits. If you were doing that in our just from you talking right there, Dave, I was thinking like as a friend, I would be finishing all your sentences because I'd be wanting you to go faster.
Yeah,
which is again a problem with me, not a problem with you. But I would just be like constantly trying to cut you off and get to the point.
Get to the meat of the conversation.
Yeah. I mumble all the time. Even when I said diction, I kind of like slurred it into the microphone. Diction.
I do it all the time. And same thing with like when I was doing stand up, it's like just trying to parse down to as few words as possible. And I'm like, how do I do that just in real life?
You got to have that Jeselnik style. That Anthony Jeselnik style, real slow.
Yeah, but in real life.
But you got to be real confident in your punchline. Because if you take it that slow and then your punchline bombs, it probably doesn't feel good at all.
Yeah.
It probably feels real bad.
So slow for that? What
Yeah.
Yeah. He's also
I
doing,
waited that long for that.
He's doing Satan. That's like his whole thing. Is his framework is he's telling jokes like he thinks Satan would.
Yeah.
So maybe just Satan has great diction. Maybe that's the lesson there.
Yeah.
So maybe it's bad.
I mean, he's got that tongue. He's got that silver tongue, that snake tongue, as they say.
Yeah.
I think the last thing I would try and do at 100 years, if I was for 100 years, I'd probably go see if my niece and nephew were alive.
Hey, you know what? Yeah,
they're the youngest in my family.
Lifespan
and
is maybe...
healthcare may have gotten to a point where they figured out a little bit of fountain of youth situation. Maybe they've, everyone lives longer a little, the longer life goes on, or so we're told. So I'd probably go try and see if my niece and nephew Dottie and Quinn were still around.
And then you realize that they were also cryogenically frozen. and will not be unfrozen for the next 100 years. And then that's the ultimate like Twilight Zone sort of twist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just have to go talk to my frozen niece and nephew.
Yeah. But
Like I'm
sorry.
Yeah.
Like the good news, they're alive, but bad news, you won't be when they wake up.
By the time they unfreeze.
Yeah.
Unless I freeze myself again. Unless I'm allowed to keep refreezing. Yeah. The double freeze.
It's like a pizza where it gets worse every time you do it. You know?
Yeah.
A little,
Yeah.
You just fall further and
crustier,
further
a little harder
behind.
to reheat.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That also, like, I think that's beautiful to meet up with family. I'm also trying to imagine now, because I have a young niece, imagine the next time I saw her, she was like 105 instead of 5. How I mean, I guess obviously you'd do it, but man, I don't know if I'd want to do that. Like that might make me more sad than just
right.
everyone's gone. You know,
Yeah.
True.
like to see 106 and be like, oh yeah, I guess I missed everything, huh? So how do you want to go out? I'll be here to like,
I'll
walk
assist you
onto
and,
the yonder.
Yeah.
Do you still like
Yeah, what
stickers?
if you might be the last remaining that has to decide whether if you pull the plug or not. That'd be the worst thing to have to do. Right as soon as you're unfrozen.
I'm reading her My Little Pony. She's like, I get it. Yeah, I've done.
Yeah, I've done. I
100
did
years ago.
that.
I
Yeah.
take that. Yeah.
All right. Well, I feel pretty good. I feel like we got enough fodder here to do some improv. If everybody feels good about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I was
Cool.
I was just straight up talking. I forgot to listen, but yeah, I'll jump in.
No, it's okay. We talked about being frozen.
That's right. I got it.
Boom, there you go.
It's all coming back to me now.
Does anybody have a scene idea that they'd like to see based on all the things we talked about?
The one I thought of, which is maybe an argument scene, but is just Dave talking slow and me telling him to speed up.
I think that sounds great.
So I think that I am going to get some Honey Nut Cheerios. I do like regular Cheerios, but I think that the honey adds a little bit of extra flavor, and I think that we could go for breakfast,
Okay.
but I think
Yeah,
at
no, yeah.
Airbnb we can have some stuff that kind of
Right.
everyone
Yeah, we can
will
just-
like.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, no, this is. It's great to take a trip with you. I mean, we've been friends for so long. I feel like I'm learning kind of more about you actually traveling with you. You know, like you kind of pick up on your habits and stuff, and
I'm learning about you.
Take a little bit of time when you. Okay. Yeah.
I noticed that you're a big basketball fan, and your favorite team is the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Timberwolves. Yep. Yeah. Yep. That's true. That's all true stuff. Yeah. Let's just grab maybe some of this. Get moving a little bit here.
Sure. Sure.
Yeah. It's funny. I guess we've been friends. I guess there's been a lot of email so far, just being work friends, and now actually taking a trip together.
Guilty as
Didn't realize how
charged.
slow you talk. I'll be honest.
I talk slow?
Yeah.
Well, I guess I just try to be a little bit.
What are you?
What?
Sorry, you're leaving gaps in should I be filling these in?
Hey guys, I can check you out in this lane if you guys want.
Great. Yeah.
Just come on over. Yeah. All right.
Lane
You guys going on a trip or
number
something?
2.
That's right.
We're going to Las
Yeah.
Vegas.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you guys going to party it up?
City.
Munchies here.
As
Yeah.
you can tell from all the Cheerios we bought, we're going to get pretty wild, I think.
Yeah. He's got all the flavors here. Honey nut, plain, chocolate Cheerios. I didn't even know they had chocolate Cheerios. Wow.
Yeah, we saw those back there. Had to
Oh,
grab
yeah. Oh, wow.
yeah, so here we go. Yeah, we're in a little bit of a rush. Not a big deal, but we'll just kind of start throwing this stuff on the conveyor belt here.
Whoa, hey. Well, I'll take care of that. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
It's my lane, I'm not, it's just I got a whole system here, and if you start getting involved, then, it gets all messed up, and then Randy over here is not going to know what to bag, where to put them in the bags, so.
Can I get y'all paper or?
Paper's good. Yep.
With your plastic?
No, paper's fine, actually.
We would
Paper.
love
Yeah,
paper.
thank you.
Hey, was this always a grocery
And double...
store? Was this building always a grocery store? It
no.
looks like it was something else at one point.
Actually, funny enough that you say that.
You just
it used to
triggered
be
a long story from
Dick's Sporting Goods.
Okay.
And it opened very quickly and closed even faster. We are not a very sporty town.
Not a good location for dicks. Got it. Yeah, okay.
So,
There's more.
but it's funny, they spent
All right, Randy,
almost
can you bag
3
while you're
years.
Can you bag while
Oh,
you're
sure,
telling the
yeah.
story? Yeah.
Did you want double or single?
That is
just
pretty
one, just
funny.
one paper, please. Just
One paper.
what part's funny?
It was a $3 million project.
All right, can I see
is
some ID
pretty
for this?
funny.
Can I see some ID for the case of Mike's Hard?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah. All right, let me see.
I'll show you my
personally
ID as
was a
well,
fan
just
of
in
the
case
Dick's
you need to
Sporting
see
Goods
both
myself.
of our IDs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, thanks. A lot of people don't. Yeah. Let me see.
Well, if we're all showing ID, I guess I'll also show
Randy,
mine.
you
Yeah.
didn't have to show me
Yeah,
your
I'd
ID.
just like to, if we're all in, let's all get in together.
All right.
Yeah.
Jesus,
no,
Randy,
actually,
you're 70. You're 74.
I'll be 75 tomorrow.
Oh wow, I had no idea. You look great.
What you doing for your birthday tomorrow?
Well, the plan was to go to Dick's, but it's a grocery store now, so I'll probably just head to the fountain and
All right, your
Make a
total
wish,
your total
like I do every
74.92
year.
if you just want to scan your scan your
I
card.
do, but
I got it. I'm
wanna
going to
make this
pay
one
with a
needs to be-
check.
Okay.
We don't.
great.
Sorry, we don't take checks anymore. It's just card.
I
or
can take a
cash.
check and take
Randy,
it across
you're-
the street to the bank.
Randy, no, we're not going to do that, Randy.
It would give me something to do on my break.
You have something to do. There's no. You just
On my
clocked
break,
in,
I've got
Randy. There's a
nothing-
line
I've
out
got
the
nothing
door.
to do on my break.
Randy,
got
yeah,
nothing
but your
to do on
break
my
isn't
break
for another
today.
4 hours.
I'm just thinking I got nothing to do on it.
Okay, I'm sorry. I also got to ask. So, for your birthday tomorrow, your plan was to go to a place you know doesn't exist because you are, in fact, work here and know that you're the one who has the information about dicks, right?
Yes. Sometimes I like to come here and pretend it's still a Dick's.
Oh. There's a tragedy
true.
if
Randy
I've ever
does.
heard
Fun to
one.
you?
He does come in on his days off and asks what size shoe, if we have any sizes in the back that might fit him.
There's no other sporting goods stores in town. Dick's was the last resort.
So yeah, if either of you guys have card or cash, just got to get
Yeah,
these other people checked out.
No, of course. Yeah, sorry, but yeah, here I got card right
Yeah,
there.
okay, cool. Yeah, just tap it.
Speaking of Dick's
I'm gonna
last
tap it and
resort,
insert it.
a tiki bar at one point. Remember that? Dick's last resort?
That place was funny.
Mai Tais. Zombies.
All right, here's your receipt. There you
Thank
go.
you.
Thanks for coming in, guys.
They were mean there.
Yeah, they were mean.
All right,
Yeah,
thanks
that's
for coming
kind
in,
of their
guys.
thing. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Again,
Yeah.
Sorry for holding up the line.
Yeah,
everybody.
no, it's fine. Thanks for coming in. Yeah,
Okay.
Randy.
Need help out to your car?
Randy, just put the bags in the cart.
Need help out?
They don't need help, Randy.
Yeah, Randy. I think I can.
Sometimes the cart will stop before it gets to the...
This is not true. What Randy's saying is
parking
not
lot.
true. He just wants to help you guys. He means well, but it's yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll take it, Randy, because you can. It looks like you're carrying just one bag at a time, and that's going to take a while. So we'll just put them all.
Well, we can... A few trips, never hurt anybody. A couple trips before one long trip.
Couple trips before one long. No, I think we'll just take one trip before one long trip. But thank
Okay.
you.
Quick question for you, Randy. Were these carts Dick's
Yes.
carts? Or were they always...
They were, if you scratch the red off of the handle, you'll see underneath, it's green.
Well, don't scratch.
Dick's
Sorry, don't scratch the
signature
handle.
color
Do you mind not scratching the handle?
Was green.
please?
Originally, Dick's signature color was orange, like a basketball. Mm-hmm. The NBA sued them in 1997.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, folks. We'll get to you in a sec. We'll get to you in a second. I'm sorry.
You're scratching. I've never seen you do anything faster than the way you're scratching. You are.
I actually would like to see the underneath of the paint myself. I'm doing it right now. Shouldn't be a problem.
Check if it matches up with the other carts.
Oh, you got to scratch another one? Okay. All right. Sorry, everybody. We're going to Vegas.
I'd be surprised if we found a cart that didn't have a red that turned to green.
I'd be startled.
I think since we've started, we should do them all. Ooh, big winner.
Oh, all right. Great. Can I...
Big winner, fresh haircut. Is that a fresh fade?
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, that is.
That's nice. You got that cut in town? It looks fresh.
No, actually, I got it before I came to town, but thank you.
Oh, looks good.
Yeah, I guess I
can't believe that fade lasted so long. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, no, it's very fresh. I got it like yesterday, so.
Every time I get a fade, I feel like I'm a wolf man. Comes back the next day.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't really look like the kind of guy to get that tight of a fade. Your hair's pretty long right now.
Thank you. I appreciate you saying that.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I kind of back it up, right? Is that the best thing
Yep, back it up.
Okay, so I'll put one.
Back it up. Rodem die. It's just you here, so.
This is great. Usually these
it's you against the
tables
world.
are packed, but this is nice that it's just me here.
Yeah.
Getting away from my work travel friends here. So.
Oh.
All right. Well,
there you go. Sevens. Damn shame.
Oh. Thought that. Okay.
Damn shame.
Hi, sir. Can I get you a drink? Can I offer you a beverage? They're complimentary while you're at the tables.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I guess I'll do a pineapple vodka.
Pineapple vodka. You got it.
Or vodka
Hey,
pineapple.
Destiny, he actually hasn't won any money yet, so that one...
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I heard winner earlier. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah,
Just
well...
talking about my haircut when I... Yeah,
got it, yeah. Well, when you win, I'll come back, and then I'll get you that complimentary beverage, okay?
Okay.
All right. Good luck.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but she pinched my butt as she walked around.
Ooh, lucky you.
Yeah.
Someone just got the pinch of luck. That's
Well,
nice.
Okay. Well, I hope it works because I've
Yeah.
never been to a Vegas place where they just wouldn't, give you a drink when you're out here losing. In fact, losing money should be when I should be getting the
hear
drinks, right?
You should be, but yeah.
Yeah, but
we do
you were
things a little
pretty-
differently around
Yeah,
here.
you kind of ratted me out actually.
Well, it's my job. I'm also the pit boss here as well, so I'm keeping an eye on all the other tables while also keeping an eye on your table.
Oh, okay. Interesting. All right. Yeah. Here we go. I guess I
Place your bets.
can't.
Hey, you mind if you got a moment? I can jump in here real quick. Do you got room for one more? Room for one more at the
Are you
table?
asking me? I think that talked to.
I'm asking the pit boss.
just
room
gotta
for
talk
one
to
more
this-
at the table?
Okay, we're looking.
Come on
right.
in.
Great. Looks like a hot table. Looks like people have been winning all night. I'd love to join in the action.
Please.
Sorry, I don't know if you know. You just bet for me to crap out, so you're actually betting against the table right now. What you just put down.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's allowed.
Yeah, I know.
It's actually allowed in the rules.
Yeah, no, I know. It's just you just came next to me, you just stared me in the face. Okay, here we go. Let's roll. Me against you, I guess. Here we go. This will be fun.
7.
Okay.
Craps. Winner! We got a winner at the table. Just
Well,
came to
hey
the table
there,
first
hey there,
thing.
Cowboy, you're new to the table. Here you go. You want a complimentary beverage or for the winners?
I would love a complimentary
what can I
beverage. You
get for
bet.
you?
I'm going to take myself a Coke Zero if you got one.
Coke Zero coming right up. Okay.
You got it.
How you doing, cutie? You win anything yet?
No, I still haven't.
All right. Well, good luck.
Okay. I'm sorry. I think that's actually my phone. You took my phone out of my
Oh my God! I'm so sorry. My mistake.
right.
Hang on. Let me just put in.
doing there?
Okay. Here you go. There you go. Thank you. I'm just gonna tap it against my phone. All right. I'll be back with your Coke Zero, Cowboy.
Thank you.
Wow.
Got yourself a droid there, huh, buddy?
Put in a picture. Yeah. So for some reason, you put in a picture of Andrew Dice Clay in my phone. I don't even understand.
He's playing here.
Okay. Yeah, but this is like an old picture. It's not even like the dates of.
Yeah, it's kind of sad. He didn't put in. He hadn't updated any of his headshots or anything like that. So you go in, you think you're going to see one, then you see another. It's a little jarring.
Okay. All right.
He's as
well,
good
I guess
as he's ever
not my turn
been.
to roll. Since I. Oh, great. I crapped out. So
Oh
I
yeah,
guess-
you got the T-shirt on. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. Big fan. I kind of follow him
Here you
around.
go, Cowboy. Here's your Coke Zero.
Thank you,
Here's
ma'am.
your big
Thank
Coke
you.
Zero. Made it extra large for you for the winner. Hey, y'all gonna come to the Andrew Dice Clay clone show?
I wouldn't miss it for the
They
world.
clone. Did you guys know that they cloned Andrew Dice Clay? So it's like a younger version of him doing stand up.
Well, is there a reason for that? I mean, is the young
Well,
person
he was in a program of some kind that they were doing experiments, and they took his DNA and they cloned him, and just to see if they could, if he'd be as funny as his younger self was, and apparently he is. He's even funnier, but he tells more. He tells safer jokes,
Oh.
He don't cuss or anything like that. He's actually a Christian comic
Clean.
now.
Wow.
Completely
That's an
clean.
interesting
so.
experiment. I wonder who funded that to see if Andrew Dice Clay, if cloned, would be as funny as he is normal.
Yeah, I don't know who did it. Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know.
I got my tongue up this chick's ass, right?
God, this guy is funny. I never listened to this CD before. You guys listen to this CD?
Yeah.
I've never heard of
God,
him. I'm
that's funny.
cracking up.
It's so good.
Yeah.
A little dirty for my taste. Probably wouldn't
Oh,
take it
yeah.
home to my mom.
No way. I would not play this at the dinner.
But if I could
table.
take this home and listen to it with my mom,
Oh yeah,
that would be something. That would be something I'd be interested in.
so funny.
Yeah. If we could just clean this up a little bit.
Guys,
guys-
that would be. Guys, bad news. I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt here. I know we're in the process.
up, David?
of stuff. Our funding might fall through.
What? Oh,
It feels. I guess the
hell?
American government. They're not sure why we want to even do this to comedians. They don't understand. They're we gotta I guess resend our application. We have to explain, give them a little bit more of a reason as to
you-
oh damn.
because we were trying to give the American people options.
Yeah. Comedians are a reflection of society.
Chappelle, but clean.
right.
Yeah.
They're
no, I-
they're
I said
reflection
all
of
that. I
society.
said all that, but they're just.
Okay. But what?
Did you say that they're a reflection of society?
Yeah. When
Yeah,
you
so-
presented, did you say that?
I did, yeah. That's what I started with. I had that was PowerPoint slide number 2. You were saying, Brian, you were saying, but what was there? Was there more? Why are you looking around?
But they're a reflection of
Just us,
society.
Okay.
But we would like to have some options. Okay, maybe we could have a little bit of a cleaner society, a better
Yeah.
society.
If
And
we
maybe
had
Dice
different
could do
types of the same comedian, then people could pick and choose what they want.
Yes.
Yeah, right. I guess the what they seem to be saying at the funding, they came back and were just like, well, there's not a shortage of comedians. This is not a problem. Like there will always be more comedians. We don't need to
There's shortage of good comedians.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Everyone's a comedian these days.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I think that was part of
But-
it. Yeah, and they actually listed like 10 people they thought were currently on top of the game and doing well.
Well, but they're government. They're uptight government snobs. What do they know about comedy?
I mean, they had Jim Brewer on their list. They had some pretty wild. They had some pretty. They had.
Brewer's
They
pretty
said
good.
Catan's back. Chris
Catan's back.
That's what they said. They said Catan's back.
Well, if there were a cleaner Catan, I think that would be a big boon
Yeah.
to the comedy world.
Catan's got one of the filthiest mouths out there.
I mean, if he's eating those
I
apples,
can't listen to that with my mom.
If he's doing the.
We need a Christian Catan, okay?
Okay, Christian.
Okay,
Catan. Now
we
that's
need
actually.
a-
Yeah,
We
that's
need a
actually
Christian
good name.
Catan.
Okay, I'll go back to him. You guys continue work on the thing. I'll pitch him Christian Catan. I'll check it out.
Thank you.
All right, now what are we going to do with all these Cosbys?
All right, that was give it up for Bill Cosby one more time, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, what a great opener for our main act. Our feature act coming next is, did you know this? You know their other half from Saturday Night Live, and now YouTube. This is, ladies and gentlemen, welcome, Chris Kattan. Oh, is that a Will Ferrell clone too, or is that Will Ferrell?
That's weird they didn't introduce the Will Ferrell clone.
But I'm wondering.
Also, we should talk to that MC. They started his first credit as SNL, and his second credit was just YouTube.
I know, like, what is he?
Right?
Yeah, YouTube. And then,
somebody come on stage, get in between us.
oh. So he can't get anybody. He can't get a volunteer.
You, me, you.
Is it part of it? Or? Honey, why don't you go up there? Go and stand in between them.
I'm not gonna. All right. Yeah, I'll come up there.
We need somebody to come stand in between us.
Yeah, I'll come up there. Yeah.
Woo.
I would love it if someone stood up here in between us.
Honey, it's not Will.
Oh, I thought it was Arnold Schwarzenegger. I was like, is Will Ferrell doing Arnold Schwarzenegger?
No, honey, up close, it's not. I don't even think it's Will Ferrell. It's maybe Harry Carey dressed as Will Ferrell.
No way. I'm sorry, but there's no way that's Harry Carey.
I don't know. I don't know.
Harry Carey. Stand up. We're about to stretch.
Try to figure it out.
We're about to stretch. It's a 7
It's like they don't
inning.
really know how to do the humping. Are you guys supposed to hump me or something? You guys are just standing there.
Hump my partner, please. Someone hump my partner. Come on, they're helping you out.
Yeah, you guys aren't really even doing
This is
the
as
bit.
far as we can get into it because we're Christian comics, so
All right, well,
we kind of just hover. We just gotta hover around you for a second.
yeah, okay.
Did you notice there's something about like maybe the clones where like their accents kind of come and go? Like Cosby, it was kind of hit or miss. Chris Kattan just sounds nothing like Chris Kattan, and that's a famous voice. And then this Harry Carey,
hey, honey,
sounds like a Russian guy just saying he's Harry Carey.
Yeah,
Who's here from
they
out of
gave me these
town?
pamphlets.
Who's from out of town?
They gave me these
Everyone.
pamphlets about
Where
some
you from?
service, some service tomorrow or something.
Oh,
Where
the
you
church.
from?
Oh, I'm from Idaho, Boise, Idaho.
Boise, Idaho. Let me ask you a
It
question.
seemed to just like stump him. It's
Where is that?
Boise, Idaho just
Where
seemed to
is
like just
that?
completely stump. It's in Idaho. It's in the sort of west. I mean, that's really near Utah, I guess.
I don't. Yeah.
Is it?
Idaho? It's like pretty far. From, I mean,
Honestly,
I guess
now I
kinda,
can sort of get why he's stumped because even I was born and raised there, and I don't really even know how to describe it.
Yeah,
Who's from
Utah's the
closer
first
to
thing you think of
Chicago?
to describe.
Yeah,
Who's from closer to
I
Chicago?
was looking specifically. Yo, I'm from Chicago.
Hey, good to see a fellow Chicagonian here in
Hey.
the audience tonight.
Good to see you too. Hey, over here.
What's the deal with... Whoa!
Is that Dice Clay?
Hey, it's my friend Andrew Dice Clay.
Hey, over here. Come on. I'm Andrew Dice Clay over here. You guys heard of this? You guys heard of this Jesus guy, huh?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Every
Yes.
comedian's been talking about him.
He died for our sins. Oh, over here.
Oh,
He's coming back. Oh, over here.
Oh, everybody get on your knees. Let's pray for a little bit.
Okay, that sounded a little bit like Harry Carey.
Yeah, it takes a little while. I'm getting into it.
Yeah, it's like some weird Rat Pack like revival thing with comedians who would never.
Casey, where have you been? I woke up and you've been gone
sorry.
for
Yeah, I
like
went to.
the last 48 hours.
Well, it's Vegas. You got to go out and do some stuff. And I met a drink lady who was intriguing, and she kind of took me around. So yeah, I've seen some comedy. I lost a bunch of money at the craps table. Just kind of hitting up Vegas. What have you been doing? Just watching my bed for the past 48 hours?
I went to the Neon Museum. The old Neon Museum,
Okay.
Neon Relics. It's a little ways out
Yeah,
of
that sounds
Vegas.
like
It's a
something
bit
you
of
do.
a drive. It's a bit of a drive, but they have old
Sure.
neon signs from old casinos. Some of them work and some of them don't. And I'm going to tell you what, my friend, it's not as exciting in the daytime.
Well, I believe you at that point. I believe you that it's not.
Well, I'm going to settle in for the night. Going to call it a day. I'm going to get some snooze in now. What is it, 7 p.m.? Oh, my gosh, these bones.
What is
Wanna
you
tuck
with your
me in,
bones?
or,
One of them, some of those are hanging out. Are you okay?
Bones are hanging out of my body. It's the heat, Casey. It's the dry heat.
Oh my god! What? This
they
makes
make
your
my skin
disappear?
very-
What the fuck is that?
They make my skin brittle. My bones, they pop out. I got to turn in. I'm going to get a little bit of
Oh.
a shower, get some moisture going on, see if I can pop these old bones back in.
Oh my god! Yeah, of course. Oh, let me get that. You do whatever. Yeah, but with your skin. Hello.
Hey, how are you? I'm Teddy. I own the Airbnb.
Oh, hi.
Hey,
Yeah.
sorry, I tried to call and I wasn't getting through.
Oh, maybe.
I got a lot of I've been getting notifications all day from the Ring Cam. Somebody's been wandering around the house doing stuff to the outside of the house.
Oh,
I saw somebody was up cleaning the gutters.
let me check.
Somebody was doing some wiring outside. I just want to make sure that you don't have to handle any of that stuff. You can call me and if something's not up to code or not feeling right, I can come do that.
Yeah, we're on vacation. I get it. We should let me check. Hey, Phil, Phil, the guy who runs the Airbnb is here. Have you been doing stuff outside?
I put in solar panels. Route in Vegas, the sun's out all the time.
Yeah,
Could save a lot of money if you. So I put in some solar panels.
yeah. Unfortunately, we're in a direct sun zone, so we can't have solar panels on this house because it overdoes the electricity.
Too much electricity?
It charges it too much.
What?
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
And also the
Well, I've never
it
seen
is, and also
Phil this
the
excited.
roof shingles are solar panels, so they're smaller solar panels. So right now, because you put those solar panels in, it's too much. There's too much juice going to the house.
But you just had regular solar panels and that was okay? They don't overcharge?
We had solar panel shingles. The roof itself is made of solar panels.
Hey, sorry to interrupt. I'm James from Enterprise, and I tried calling, but I couldn't get through to your line. But
Sorry.
yeah, just the reason I'm here is that we got notifications from the car that someone was tinkering with the paneling and the engine and things like that. It's someone put new tires on it or and rims.
All season tires. I don't know if
Yeah,
you
but
need
it's
'em.
Vegas. We don't need all season tires. There's chains. You have chains on the tires.
Yeah,
We don't. You
yeah.
don't need
Well, let me
snow
tell you what.
chains.
You don't need them till you need them. Okay, and when you need them, then you're gonna be glad you got them. So you're welcome. All right, you're welcome.
Yeah, but you seriously modified the car. It's no longer just a regular sedan. It's
it's a
you can put
minivan.
hydraulics.
It's a minivan now.
That's yeah. You raise the roof. You raise the
Yeah.
roof on it.
Yeah. Now you could get a little more money. You could charge a little more because now people want to, when they bring their families, they're going to want to get a minivan, not just a sedan.
No one's gonna want to rent this thing. It doesn't even look like a minivan. It literally looks like what you did to it, which is chop the roof off and put some sticks on it. You put soundproofing blankets on top of it.
When this van's a rockin', don't come a knocking.
Hi, sorry. Excuse me. Domino's Pizza here. Sorry. Someone had ordered. I tried calling. No one was picking up. Someone had ordered a pizza to this address, and then I delivered it, and then they delivered it back to Domino's, only with some adjustments being made to the pizza.
I made it all crust.
Yeah, basically
It's all
you just
crust
ate
now.
The cheese and, yeah, well, it's
Sounds like
you
you ate the pizza.
You ate the sauce and the cheese and the sausage and the pepper, and then you also put a bunch of sticks and blankets on top of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hi,
With this-
hi, I'm Pete from Instacart. So the deliveries, the groceries we delivered yesterday, they were delivered back, but there were, all the fruit was plastic,
Yeah, they'll last
and the
longer.
pieces of meat were,
Okay.
and the
Pete, I'm
steaks
sorry,
you
but
ordered, they were cooked.
Pete,
and-
did you
yeah.
even try calling us?
Oh my God, I didn't actually.
Okay,
I'm
well, get the
so
fuck
yeah.
outta here.
All right, you know what? My bad. I should have
least
called
try to
first.
call it.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry. My bad. My bad.
I have that. I would have picked up for you.
Hey, knock knock. It's if you remember, it's me, Randy, from the grocery store.
Sure, from the former Big Five that became a grocery store. Yeah.
Yeah, Dick's.
Oh, I can't believe I forgot
Dick's.
that. Yep, of course.
It's okay. You left your IDs, or we left an ID at the counter, so I drove many miles to come drop it off for you.
Wow, that's
On my
going above and
birthday.
beyond. Oh wow. Oh, that's right. Yes. Happy birthday to you. I guess
You made my wish come true. My birthday wish come true.
Phil, you want? I don't know what you Phil. You want to take him into the van that you were working on and
Absolutely, I do. What were you driving on your way over here?
It was a Fiat.
My friend,
Very
you're
hot under
about
my
to
feet.
get an upgrade. Okay? Get into this van. All right? I've put some solar
Whoa.
panels on the top of it as well.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
This is the coolest car I've ever seen.
Thank you.
Are these
Thank you.
blankets on the roof?
Blankets are on the roof. All right? So you don't have to worry about pulling
So
the blankets
cozy.
up. They're already on and above us.
Wow.
Casey, man, welcome back, man. Dude, I'm sorry to hear about what happened to Phil, man. That's
yeah.
yeah, he just man, that's crazy.
Yeah, I guess he was fucking so hard in that van, and the thing
how-
he just was rocking, and he
Jesus,
thought that
I didn't hear that. Yeah,
he thought that like if you couldn't see the rocking because of blankets, I guess that somehow it wouldn't actually. But the thing flipped
Yeah.
over. He was like,
Jesus
he hit it off with this like old guy who was a bagger on our trip, and yeah,
that's I read the news report. That's the way they describe him. They didn't even say his name.
yeah,
He's an old bagger from a grocery store. He used to be at Dick's.
yeah. I was like, I mean, if you believe in like the circle of life, I guess it was kind of cool. He died on his birthday, right? It's
Yeah,
like,
I know.
came
Jeez.
in when he came.
It's a
out,
miracle
but-
Phil's still alive, though.
Yeah,
Is he?
Yeah, he's
I heard they froze him or something.
he's mostly bones. Yeah,
He's mostly bones, but he's still
yeah, like
taking
imagine a
off.
pieca that's just crust. That's kind of like him,
Yeah,
but the bones are his crust.
man.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad he was, lucky for him, he was enrolled in that cryogenic program.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ugh.
Man. All right. Well, I'm gonna get Jimmy John's if you want in on that.
Yeah, I just got to approve some of these grants for
Yeah.
turning comedians.
I'll leave them.
into-
Leave them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess what's the worst that could happen, right?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
guys.
I'll get it
Hey,
done.
sorry to interrupt. Johnny here. Did you guys hear about Phil?
Hey, Johnny.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah. Casey
Yeah.
was with him.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, he got put into that into that cryo chamber, and I don't know
Yeah.
if you guys noticed this, but his star meter has never been higher. That guy is off the charts famous right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, did you guys see who's headlining Vegas this weekend?
No, who?
No.
Phil.
Phil's headlining Vegas?
Phil's doing a set at the Luxor.
Wait, but they had the Dice Clay and Catan
They
thing.
killed all those clones.
Oh my God!
Did they say who
They
the
said-
Will Ferrell was? Did they explain? Was that actually Will Ferrell or?
Yeah, did they ever find that out?
I think it was like a lookalike that was a street guy, and they were like, "Well, we got Catan. Let's do."
Oh, that was a real guy.
Roxbury thing.
That was not a
that's
clone.
Oh,
yeah. Man.
That's why his accent was kind of slipping between different characters and stuff like
makes
that.
Sense.
So they killed all the clones?
Yeah, and they were going to kill that Catan one anyway because he didn't sound anything like Catan.
I mean,
he was dead on arrival.
I would demand my money back if he didn't sound like Catan.
Yeah, it's got to sound like Catan.
But we should all go out and see Phil.
Yeah,
do his thing in Vegas.
You want to?
Heads up, he's probably gonna be different on stage than he is in real life. That's what they tend to happen. So he's a slow talking, kind of boring guy in life. So I don't know what that stand-up act is gonna be.
This next comedian. Hey, no, you want to introduce or should I introduce?
No, please, you go ahead. You go ahead.
Okay, this,
let's both do it.
Please, he's my brother. He's shadowing me. He's going to do this job after I do, so he's standing next to me this week.
I can't believe they got the real Chris Kattan and Will Ferrell to host this show.
This next comedian you may have heard from being in Cryogenically Frozen or YouTube. Let's bring it up for Phil the Bone.
Phil the Bone Phil.
Hey, everybody. Glad to see you all out here. What beautiful faces we got going on here tonight. I love seeing every one of you. Tell me, what is the deal with these smash burgers? I mean, it's just a thin burger. We're talking what? People are going gaga over less burger? I mean, what's next? No burger?
That's so true. That's so true.
Topical.
I can't even keep up with this guy. He's talking so fast.
We've all thought it.
Yeah.
And what's going on with Blu-ray players? All right, folks. I mean, still, what are we dealing with? Why has there been no advances in the Blu-rays? And why are we calling it, I don't know, red ray, green ray, something? Let's see the next level of that.
Exactly. Why is it only blue? Why is it only blue?
Green. I mean, there's so many other colors on the spectrum.
Rays. There's plenty of rays.
Folks, what do you think about that NPR Tiny Desk stuff where they get bands to play at these, like, in the office? I mean, talk about taking Casual Friday to a new level, am I right?
Okay, you're making me rethink about how I thought about that.
You are right.
Also, what if you're trying to get some work done, right? You're on the phone. You're on the phone, and then suddenly, what the heck? Sugar Ray is jamming next to you? I mean, come on. I'm trying to make a sale here. I mean, NPRs are always
That would be hard to do work next to.
Yeah, they're
It's
always
really
asking
like
for
it's
donations.
Phil like disappearing right now. There's like a light. It's like a beam of light coming.
A beam of light coming from the
Ceiling
sky.
fans?
That's a weird question, but
We don't have any wall fans,
chance that
ceiling
Phil is-
fans, or just ceiling fans.
is there a chance that Phil is Jesus? Like, he came back and we didn't
No
even
way.
know?
Do you?
Oh,
Wait
He's
a
turning into a
second.
beam of light.
Wait a second. Where's everybody else going? Everyone else is disappearing too.
What? What did we do wrong?
is this the rapture?
Wait.
Are we?
All right, everyone everyone who was not raptured,
We weren't raptured. Fuck.
you can validate your parking ticket at the coat check where you got your coat.
Oh man.
Casey, Dave, thank you so much for doing the pod. That was a blast.
Yeah, thanks,
It
guys.
all came full circle and everybody gets raptured. That
Yeah.
feels good.
Wow.
That feels good.
Dave, I think we're officially perverts. I think we're officially a couple of improv perverts.
Yes.
Yeah, if you weren't perverts
You've
then,
made it.
you're perverts now.
You've been raptured into the.
You've been raptured into the pervert
Yeah.
dome. We got some plugs here at the end. We'll start with Casey. Casey, where can people find you online or follow you or see you live or listen to you?
Sure, great. Yeah, Casey Feigh, Feigh, on all the social medias that I think I have enough followers to keep doing. Not gonna if I try one, it doesn't work well, I'm getting out of there quick. But check me out. And then you pitched at the beginning, but Holy Shit Improv is a show that I run here in Los Angeles. You can watch it from anywhere in the world. We film our shows. We put them on a Patreon. So for $10 a month, you can watch like over 90 shows. We just did some shows in Edinburgh, Scotland. We got that up there as well. Holy Shit Improv on Instagram. And we do shows out in LA at the Dynasty Typewriter and the UCB Theater. And that's probably the best way to check me out.
Nice.
I do have a website, but I made it years ago, and I don't know how I act. I keep having on my to-do list. I should update the pictures. I should blah blah blah.
And you were on a different career path back then, too, right?
Exactly.
You were like a slam poet or something. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah. I didn't think those Russell Simmons Def Jam poetry things were going to ever end. Turns out I was late to the game, but I think everything's cyclical. It'll come back, and I'm ready.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready whenever they need me.
Well, you've got until April 3rd when this comes out to get that website updated. If you want to check out that website,
yes,
this will give you the reason to do it.
If it's very slam poetry focused, then I haven't, and if it talks about acting and writing, then I did update it. So there you
go. Dave, how about you? Where can people see you, find you online?
You can find me at Dave Theune on social media, and you can check out my groups Bangarang and Planet Weird here in Los Angeles. And if you're not in that either 100-seat theater or 30-seat theater, then I don't know how you're going to see me because I'm not streaming worldwide, my friends. You've got to be up close and personal. And I have recently...
You got to get on YouTube. You got to get on YouTube, Dave.
I got to get on YouTube one of these decades. I did reactivate my
SNL or
domain
YouTube,
name
that's
recently,
it.
though, so I am, in theory, going to get my website back up and running. But we'll see how that, see when or if that ever takes. Folks, check out Wix.com. You can make your own website very easily, but not as easily as you think you could.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And Dave is going to pull this from the internet, and you'll instead have to watch it and listen it to him in a 30-seat theater if you want to listen to this episode. It's just the way he goes. It's got to be in person.
I want to see your faces when you're reacting.
So you can look. Yes, I want to see you watching me do my Will Ferrell impression. He's just smiling, right?
Huh? You like it?
It's good, huh? Standing by the door so nobody can leave.
Not to like it all
Damien, you got live shows coming up in April?
Usual stuff. Annoyance Thursday nights, 8 p.m. and 9:30 p.m. And then Fridays at IO occasionally with a show called Escándalo.
Phenomenal.
10 p.m.
10 p.m.
10
Okay.
p.m.
Good to know. And all those shows will be linked in the show notes as well. So you can grab a ticket right from the show notes after the show. And I'll plug our Patreon, patreon.com/improvisdead. One more time, become an improv pervert. You get 70 plus regular episodes, 100 plus bonus episodes, access to the Discord. You get to pitch us scenes. It's a real good time. So check that out. Thank you to our guests again, Dave and Casey, for doing the pod. That was a blast. And we'll see everybody else next week on Improv is Dead. And then we'll do a quick 3, 2, 1, and we'll just clap twice in front of the camera. 3, 2, 1. That's good. I think that'll work, man. Okay.
Right.
This is.
Were we waiting on you for the second clap?
You know what? Honestly, I forgot to clap a second time. That's on me, guys.
I was
so
wait.
sorry about that.